Adrian Singh, please explain to us how the MACH reactor is able to easily retrofit into existing plants.
So I'd like to talk about how we retrofit a MACH reactor into flotation circuits, because that's the, I would say, new and really exciting leg of our journey with the MACH, or the latest discoveries around the MACH in terms of application have been in flotation. And people often wonder, how easy is it to actually get a MACH into an existing plant? Surely it's going to be difficult. But once you get to understand sort of the principle behind it and the philosophy behind what we're trying to achieve, you'd realize that it's actually quite easy to do. So what we would need, most flotation plants would not have a preconditioning tank ahead of it. And if there isn't space to install a tank, a small tank, to have the MACH recirculation on, what we can do, and it's sort of like a worst case scenario when space is really confined, is you can have the MACH on the fresh feed line that's going into the first flotation cell. So the MACH would actually, that's the MACH reactor in the line. All of the feed then, absolutely 100% all of the feed would have to pass through the MACH reactor, go through all of those cavitating venturis. Absolutely every single particle in that pulp would then be subjected to those negative pressure conditions where we seed pico-bubbles on those particles, etc. Get that sugar-crusted, coated donut ready for flotation, and then we discharge that into the feed box of the float cell. That's the mechanism of the cell there. So you're discharging all of those aggregates that you formed with those ultrafine particles that are difficult to float, with the pico-bubbles stuck in between them. You're discharging that into the cell and making it very easy for the conventional float cell to pick up those ultrafine particles that would be ordinarily lost. So that's a single pass system for when there's confined space. But if space does allow, it is preferred to put in a small conditioning tank where the MACH can be operated on recirculation. So you'd have a pump on the side of the tank, you pump up to the MACH reactor, multiple pass system, can be 3 or 5 passes, or in cleaning circuits it can go up to as high as 10 passes. So you're going to recirculate on a side stream recycle on that preconditioning tank. Your fresh feed will come into the tank, and you'll overflow out into a little sump that you can control feed your flotation bank with. And this tank then gives us all the freedom we need to prepare fine particles for flotation, to form those aggregates. Reagents can also be added into this tank, so you get proper conditioning of the reagent, proper mixing of reagents and contact with particles in the venturis of the MACH reactor. And so this, I would view this as being a superior system to the single pass system. But really, the benefits that you get on flotation with the improved flotation of fines make it more than well worthwhile and for you to take the trouble to install a MACH reactor in your circuit.